Alright, what's up everybody? This is Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, your Las Vegas Realtor, bringing you another property tour. So today I'm back out here in the city of North Las Vegas in a master plan community called Tule Springs. And the name of this neighborhood is called Saddlebrook. Now Saddlebrook is a pretty big community in Tule Springs, and they have 4 different series, but the series that we're going to be looking at today is the Garden series, and this particular home is no longer available because they're pretty much sold out. Now I just wanted to show you the model because they do have a standing inventory of this one. Now this is 1,812 square feet, and the spec on this home is going to be a 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathroom. So let's go inside. Let's kind of see what this one looks like. I definitely do love the floor plan on this one a lot better than the first one. Now what you're going to notice in these models, in this collection, that the yards are going to be off to the side. But let's take a look at their product in depth and let's see what you get for the money. The spec home for the asking price is going to be $303,000, well, $303,238. I'm not too sure where the hell they got all that numbers from. That does not make any sense. It baffles me sometimes. I just don't know. Maybe it's a feng shui thing. But let's take a look at here. On the gardens, right, the buyer's option display, I'm just going to kind of pan down a little bit, so that way you can see exactly what you get. Just go ahead and freeze that. We'll start off on this side. So it looks like we do have some orange peel texture, straight edge cornering. Now, let's take a look at the floors. We do have the 18 by 18 tile. Now, you'll notice some areas of the tile is going to be darker in certain locations. I don't know if you guys can see that. The reason why is because a couple things. And if you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now, the grout lines that you see, this tells me that the grout has not, been sealed. Now, if you go to the design studio, they will upsell you on the grout, okay? As far as to seal it. Now, a lot of these grout manufacturers now, they'll build the seal into the grout. Some builders won't do that. Some of them will just grout it and you'll have to come and seal it yourself. Also, don't forget the countertops, but I'm segueing into something else. Also, what you'll notice is that it's always 3/16 as far as how far they spread the tile out. And the reason why is because they don't really get the tile any closer, because the tile and the products that these builders use are really porcelain tile, and they're really a piece of crap tile. And once you start getting the tiles too close together, the floor has to be so leveled, and you have to float that flooring so that way you can slide a quarter all the way through. But the problem is that these type of tiles are not made to put the grout lines that close together, because the tiles can actually break. And that's what happens when you deal with porcelain tile and you go more of a cheaper tile. But a lot of builders do use that. Also, let me show you another prime example of, there's 2 types of tile here when you're purchasing a tile. You have one that has a bull nose, right? It's rounded on the edge. Then you have a straight edge. A lot of these builders will sell you the porcelain tile with a rounded edge. The reason why is because when a subcontractor comes in here and lays a floor, they're not getting paid by the hour. They're getting paid by each home that they do. So when they lay the tile, like right here, if I take my hand and my finger, it's very bumpy right here. So this is lower, this is higher, this is a little bit lower, and this is a little bit lower. So now if you had a straight edge, right, it'd be sharp. So every time you kick it, you could feel it on your feet. Then what happens is the customer complains. So the builders are very smart enough to, hey, you know what, we're only going to focus on the bullnose tile, because now, even though you run your finger here, you can feel the different levels, but it's not sharp. See? So these are things that you just need to be aware of. However, KBs, right? Every builder is different. When you are purchasing a home at a certain price point, right, the materials are going to be cheaper. But when you purchase a home that's around, 800, 900,000, you're going to see the materials are going to be more expensive, more quality on the materials. So I do apologize for taking too long, but that was something that was very important that I wanted to show you. Now, going back to the grout line, oops. This was the original color of the grout. You see that, how nice and white it is? But after a while, as people walk on it, it just becomes dirty like that. Here we have a 12-inch seat or toilet. Here's our water closet here. See what we got here. Got some coat closet. I'm gonna have to gank that jacket right there. Laundry room. On a 2-story, I do prefer to have a laundry room upstairs. Let me know in the comments below if your thoughts are the same. Okay, let's see what we have here. I don't know if I mentioned before, HOAs here are $55 a month. And that includes the master plan. According to the sales agent, there's no sits and lids, which is really nice. I do love that little nook area right there for the TV. That's really nice. See what we have here. Wow, look how small those little cabinets are. See, here's the thing, because these are 8-foot ceilings on the first floor. You may have the option to upgrade to do a 9, okay? So if you do an upgrade to the 9-foot ceilings, make sure the garage you can do a 8-foot ceilings. I'm sorry, a 9-foot ceilings too as well. Does that automatically get upgraded? And also, does your garage doors automatically get upgraded too as well? Now let's take a look here. So as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see this. This tells me this is where the 2 drywall meets together. Now we see with the orange peel texture, it's easy to blend it. But then when you come here, the reason why you can see it is because this probably needed to be sanded down more, right, than retextured. The problem with texture, and you want to get it done right away and do it the right way, is let's say if there's a little hole here, then somebody comes and patches it and they try to retexture it, you will always see that blemish. It is an artwork for somebody to come back and retexture it to make it flow and look exactly the same. So normally if there's something like this or you have a big hole, it's better to take out one big piece and do the whole thing and kind of blend everything all together. You got the 2 panel doors. These panel doors are not insulated, okay? And it's not going to be based upon the price. And I wouldn't expect it to be. And I don't know about these chicken wire shelves. I would prefer the, at least the wood shelves. You got 36 on the kitchen cabinets. Now take a look at this kitchen cabinet because you have 8-foot ceilings. You couldn't put a 42 on here. Okay, because then you're going to be left with like a 3-inch crown. Then now you have to put a crown. And if you go from here all the way to the ceiling, especially on an 8-foot ceiling, right, which is I can dunk on an 8-foot rim, just to let y'all know. Anyway, it's not going to look right. It's going to be very claustrophobic. Yeah, claustrophobic. There you go. Let me know in the comments below if I said that right. Also, if you have not had a chance to subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, one of the things I want you to know, if you guys are into the electric stoves, you may want to put a 220 here too as well. I mean, that's totally up to you. The builders may not give you that option. As you can see, this is probably a standard sink. I just been doing this long enough, I can tell. And also the faucet too as well. Whirlpool appliances. Normally a lot of these builders will have a contract with these big manufacturers like this, and they're pretty much buying this at a really good price. Okay. Here's your 2-car garage, but the 2-car garage is out back and it is locked, so unfortunately we can't get into there. And normally they will use this as far as like a storage, right? Or sometimes they'll have this as a sales office. So we do have a 6-foot slide and 6 feet tall. These are vinyl slides. They're not the best slides, okay? Now, here we have a side yard as we talked about. Now, you see this home right here is attached. Now, one thing I want you to be aware of is this. If you have plants here, right, or if you have sprinkler system, you constantly start watering on their foundation breaks, or the stucco starts to peel off. Question now, who becomes responsible? It's probably going to be you, okay? Because if you read these contracts, it says when it comes to the drain swell, the water retention has to divert away from the foundation and also from the wall. So if you're having irrigation here and this is their property, you break the foundation, who's really responsible? It's probably going to be you. So on the flip note, if you lived here and somebody was doing that, right, then there'd be a big problem. And you don't know your neighbors and what they're going to do. That's the only downside that I see for something like this. So it looks like Sierra Air is the installers here. Now you got like Sierra Air, they used to do so much contract with all the builders, but Focus Plumbing has really starting to take majority of the accounts out here. So on here you got wood eaves and fascia boards, and they're about a foot out. Okay. Let's go back inside here. Let's go upstairs. I can already tell this is an upgrade. This would have been a pony wall. And I'm also sure you do have a option for an upgrade here as well. This is a decent size. This is probably 12 by 14. So you got one bedroom here, one here, one here. You got your attic access here. Let's go in this bedroom. Alright. This is a regular 12 by 12 bedroom. Remember, you can add the can lights in here if you want. Standard doors here. Got a king size bed. I'm going to come on this side so you guys can get some better lighting here. This is probably 15 by 17, so it is a pretty decent size in this master. You got 8-foot ceilings here too as well. Alright, let's take a look at here. We got 18 by 18 porcelain tile. You got a fiberglass tub shower combo, 4-piece. You got Monin appliances. These are all chrome. Ooh. Now, I believe this model you may have an option to build a door here. I would rather have a door and have my own privacy versus taking up the whole bathroom, especially like in the morning when you guys are both getting ready for work. So this room is only probably like 5 by 8. We do have some, what is this, like a linen closet? Okay. Here's your Petrofino. This is about a 1/2 inch. Now you got double sinks. I can tell you probably got to pay for an upgrade on the double sink. That looks like a standard faucet. You do have an option for a medicine cabinet too as well. You got 6/8 on the door. You got some standard casing. Here's your thermostat. That just kind of shows you the quality. You got some linen closet here. And if you notice, a lot of these rooms only have like one can lighting. And that's another thing. Like, you see this right here? You may want to switch that on out for a ceiling fan. Here's the thing. You don't know if the ceiling fan, how many pounds, and if this can actually hold the load. Because this right here, what they do is they have a piece of plastic that's inside or behind the drywall next to a stud. And here's the thing, if you're going to do a ceiling fan, you need to make sure it's at least rated for a ceiling fan. Because you could be throwing a ceiling fan on here, next thing you know, your ceiling fan falls off. Now when you do your ceiling fan, right, with your light, you probably want to get a 4 rocker switch. We talked about this all the time. Reason why you want to do this is because one is going to be for your half hot, which is your lamp lights. The other one's going to be for your light for your ceiling fan. The other one's going to be for the ceiling fan. And the fourth one would actually be for your 4 can lighting if you had added the 4 can lighting. So these are things that you should just be aware of. But it's kind of hard as a regular consumer because you're not buying and speccing homes out all the time. Now here's the bathroom. Definitely this one needs 2 sinks because you got 2 bedrooms. So on a resale value, because you know you have 3 bedrooms upstairs, the master gets 1, and the 2 bedrooms should always have 2 sinks. So keep that in mind for resale. See, look at that, I'm already making you money and you haven't even bought a home yet. Now if you guys like this content, go ahead and click on the link in the description below. Subscribe to the channel. We're at 171,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you guys nothing but the best. But also, I'm looking for a local video photographer, right? And somebody that does video editing that actually wants a job. Okay? So I'm looking for a 1099 contractor. Let me know if you want to do some freelance work. And the pay is really, really good. Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas. And have a blessed day.